Hello and welcome to High Vibe Astrology. This is Jennifer. Thank you for joining me as we take a look at the Capricorn full moon drawn up for June 21st, 2024 at 9:07 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're new, thank you for being here, for finding this channel, and for supporting this community with your energy. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit the like button and share these messages as you feel guided. These are all free and easy ways to support this channel. If you are tuning in for the first time, please know that I view the astrology chart as a microcosm for the collective. I include spirit-guided oracle messages that never fail to illuminate the astrological story in ways that fortify our connection to the cosmos, to the divine source of all, and the fact that the heavens really do declare the glory of God that dwells within every living soul. Our physical bodies really are the microcosmic hologram of the universe, and the planetary energies speak to us as much from within this connection as well as it does in the external manifestations we are currently experiencing. Having said that, these are general readings, so I trust you to decide what resonates for you personally and leave the rest behind. If you'd like a personal reading, please see the information below this video. Before I tuned into the chart, I was guided to pull from my Mayan oracle deck, and 4 cards came out this time. The Dreamer and the Dreamed, perfectly aligned with the moon in the 12th house in this chart. The second card was the number 10, and an apt description of the astrological 10th house, ruled by Capricorn, and signifies manifestation. The third card was Realm Shift, which accurately describes what we are experiencing in every single moment. We become more aware that divine source resides in every cell of our being and is waking us up to this fact and unlocking the power to create by way of love, respect, dignity, and self-worth. The fourth card is conj, K-A-N, which really integrates the previous 3 messages because it talks about how we are each the seed, the hologram for the entire universe, which is always in the state of creating something new from that seed potential. So these messages are absolutely incredible, and there is no doubt in my mind that every single one of us, are these seeds of potential, these mini-me's of divine source energy. And we are creating the new earth right now. And we are experiencing that realm shift every single moment that we become aware of our connection to divine source. We are contributing to that evolution of our earth and of ourselves. Our actual bodies are evolving. So the more that we can know this and feel the power of that creative life force in every cell of our body and stop doubting it, to really trust it, no matter how things look in the external world, the more that we come to realize who we are from within our own being, we are contributing to the positive changes on the planet. So we need to stop believing the old voice, the old narrative that says, you're full of it, you don't know what you're talking about, you don't know what you're feeling, you can't trust your feelings, stop feeling, just listen to your mind instead of your heart. To those voices instead, we need to stand up and say, no, my friend, it is you who doesn't know the real story unfolding. It is you who doesn't fully understand who you are and the power that lies within you, that is seeded from the almighty creator of love, life, and never-ending potential that is unfolding in our reality right now. So don't let anyone else talk you out of your dream, your personal heaven on earth, because it is unfolding right now as I speak this message to you. So I'll share these messages in their entirety at the end, and they're not very long, actually. But we will go through the astrology portion first. Following the astrology and the oracle messages, there will be planetary frequencies that support this lunar cycle, and everything will be time-stamped for your convenience. As I was tuning into this chart, I couldn't help but be amazed by the fact that this is the fourth consecutive time since the Taurus new moon on May 7th that we've had Cancer and Capricorn on the relationship axis. In the natural order of the zodiac wheel, Cancer and Capricorn represent the parental axis, the ancestral and generational axis. This is about maturing from the codependency on our family or on other people within our tribe, the low vibe of Cancer, to becoming the CEO, bossing up, as it were, to be more masterful in, well, literally being the captain of our own ship and our own destiny. So the fact that these signs have come to the position of this axis pertaining to self and other people, the mirrors in our lives, and all that impacts our relationships is no accident. At the Taurus new moon, Capricorn was intercepted in the first house of self-image and identity, while Cancer was intercepted in the seventh house of contractual partnerships. We discussed this at length in that video, so I won't go into it here, but we did talk about the intercepted energies that we didn't have a role model for and that we had to kind of find within ourselves, within our own resources. As the native of the 10th house energy, Capricorn has to do with how we make our home in the world. It's about rising to the top or the pinnacle of some lifelong ambition. Cancer represents the mother figure, nurturing parent rather than the breadwinner or the paternal or patriarchal energy. It represents the privacy of our domestic setting and the womb space that protects what is vulnerable and still developing. So when these energies were intercepted in early May, we were dealing with what feels to me like putting on a brave face, being in charge of our behavior, image, etc., as the business executive, Capricorn, to the best of our ability. On the other side of things, we were dealing with the fact that a nurturing reflection in the form of partnership, whether business or personal, literally felt intercepted, blocked, incapable of manifesting. In the subsequent lunar cycles, we've had Cancer rising, so on that first house cusp, and Capricorn on the descendant, seventh house cusp. Not only did they do a 180 swap, but they were no longer intercepted. So the energies were more openly felt or easily accessed. With Cancer rising, it is the self-nurturing energy that demanded our priority, even while we felt super sensitive to our world, to the point of having our vulnerabilities triggered everywhere we turned. It was coming up for us to come to grips with, come to terms with, and to heal. With Capricorn, the boss on the seventh house, we might have been searching for others to take charge of certain things or guide us forward, or to simply provide some stability as an earth sign for all the emotions that were coming up with that Cancer rising, that Cancer ascendant. But the collective point and story of these energies is driving home the fact that we are still clearing out our ancestral and family patterns that must be healed in order for our planet to heal. You know, it's not just about ourselves and our journey and our individual family line, but it's also about helping the earth actually heal. So we're driving out these karmic patterns that simply cannot be carried forward into the higher dimensions as our planet is ascending. And just a quick word about ascending. This is how we literally embody physically divine source in our life. It's not about leaving the physical or leaving the planet. It's about allowing that seed potential, the divine source within this seed, to fully blossom in our lives. Our trauma bonding has got to give way to the new lighthearted bonding that comes from the source of all life. There is a buoyancy bursting through this seed potential within each one of us that is preparing us for the Leo season coming up. So when we're dealing with parental and past generational energy, it is simultaneously sentimental as well as being limiting, frustrating, and heavy from the obligatory bonds we feel within those family dynamics. But there are certain patterns that must be put to rest, left in the past. And a lot of it comes from a lack mentality based upon the old way of making our way in the world, earning a living, built upon false structures and faulty foundations that are crumbling right before our eyes. This has been the story since Pluto entered Capricorn in 2008. Pluto has been destroying these old structures because we cannot carry them into the new Earth. So Pluto is retrograde for the very last time on the cusp of early Aquarius now and late degree Capricorn, which it will once again hit for the final pass in September of this year. That will be the final nail in the coffin of old traditions from the 3D false reality. I am not saying things will change overnight, but they will get noticeably lighter after that. Our evolutionary story on this planet is changing from the extreme patriarchal machine of conquering, competing, survival mode, with a few worldly execs at the top of the food chains telling the rest of us how to live, what they require from us to keep them at the top, now is being balanced with a softer, more intuitive and creative feminine approach to life that allows us to bond with other living beings on this planet. It's not about one being dominant over the other. These two energies must be brought into harmony and balance. Both energies, male and female, have suffered from the backwards social conditioning. When we are looking at the symbol for the Tao, the undifferentiated wholeness, we see that one is the seed potential for the other. We have yin within yang and yang within yin. But the false structures and powers have sought to completely separate, to divide what is naturally complementary within the world, as well as within our very own body, mind, spirit temple. But now is the time to put Humpty Dumpty back together again and understand that every tiny particle must be seen within the context of its whole, of the entirety. And it's time for us to reclaim our center in our own body temple. We need to stop blaming ourselves and each other. We need to realize our own contribution collectively as one human family for the current imbalance and impasse we may feel in our external world. To start making whatever manageable and minor daily changes we can make to turn this ship around and never look back. Because Cancer and Capricorn do have a tendency to reminisce about the good old days, but those days were never the good old days. For many of us light workers who came to the planet to remember and anchor in the cosmic light that comes from divine source energy. There's a difference between remembering the past so we don't repeat our mistakes and dwelling in the past, which only creates more of the same mistakes and patterns. So it's an intricate balance of remembering certain things for the sake of literally purging them and refusing to dwell in degeneration so that we can focus on regeneration, rebirth, and healing. At this point, I do need to mention that we will have 2 Capricorn full moons. This one forms at 1 degree of Capricorn. And on July 21st, we'll have another Capricorn full moon at 29 degrees. Meanwhile, in early September, Pluto passes over that 29th degree, where it stays before stationing direct on October 12th. And then on November 20th, it enters Aquarius, where it will stay for the next 20 years. Many of us who identify as light workers, who incarnated at this time on the planet to hold and anchor in the light, experiencing as the shaman does these energies of recalibrating, transmuting negative to positive, whether it is through physical health challenges, financial challenges, emotional or spiritual challenges, or all of the above. I salute you, all spiritual warriors who have had to work through the resistance from family, friends, or peers in ways that have sought to invalidate you as a person or the experiences you've had throughout your life. Congratulations for still being here and still holding the light. This is the opportunity to wrap up the lessons around these old patterns. We're bossing up emotionally with a moon in Capricorn, and this moon sits in the 12th house of karmic resolutions, a larger cycle of wrapping up all those loose ends related to subconscious fears, past life trauma, psychic abuse and trauma, feeling marginalized, feeling segregated from our physical world. But bossing up does not have to mean clamping down. It's not about suppressing those emotions. It's about putting them into their proper perspective. So the moon in Capricorn in the 12th house is a lot like the Hermit card in Tarot. The inner light that guides us, not someone else's light from the external world, but the inner light from our own divine connection. We are still coming to understand that we ourselves are the vessels that carry source light energy, and this journey is often a very, very lonely one until we truly understand who we are at the soul deep level. We will not be able to radiate that source light out into the world to be a light for others and to maintain our dignity, stability, and inspiration. At the next Capricorn full moon, it'll be the sun in the 12th house conjunct the Leo ascendant. So that will be a fun chart to look at. The energies will again be swapping positions on the zodiac wheel. But for now, Pluto is in the first house once again, alchemizing the low vibes of an old self-image and seeking rebirth of a new identity. It's forming a quincunx to the sun and therefore requiring advanced soul awareness for the transformation taking place. Sun in the 6th is concerned with being of service, shining its light within a group, organization, ecosystem, environment, or simply the body, mind, spirit temple of health, of daily devotions. The reconciliation of this Cancer sun with the energy of Pluto in Aquarius has to do with us turning family into friends, friends into family, understanding who our true allies and tribe, soul tribe, really is, and that we are not here to fix other people. We can only serve them by being the best version of ourselves, the best version of who we can be. We have to leave the rest up to them. They have to learn to listen to their own inner wisdom and whatever connection to God they believe in, but we can't do that for them. So it's letting go of codependency, of a group narrative that wants to imprint its priorities onto us and remain true to who we are from within. Aquarius detaches, and Cancer forms a bond, a sentimental bond or kinship. So again, there is this delicate balance of caring about our friends and family without sacrificing our own evolutionary purpose on the altar of making it okay for them. If our evolutionary journey makes them uncomfortable, it is on them. It's not our responsibility. So the Cancer Sun is conjunct Venus and Mercury, which is a very harmonious energy between our identity expression, the Sun, coming to life from a Venus infusion of what we love and wish to attract, and how we express that to ourselves and others, which is Mercury. I also want to mention that Sedna forms a quincunx to the Capricorn full moon. So we once again have Pluto and Sedna, the two planets that have to do with death and rebirth, connecting to the luminaries, the sun and the moon. Sedna quincunxing the moon and Pluto quincunxing the sun. Sedna at 0 degrees of Gemini in the 5th house is concerned with giving expression to the healed inner child, allowing the inspired, intuitive child to play, to connect with the 12th house moon in a way that allows the playful imagination to inform our creative expression in the now moment. That's what the 5th house is all about. Sedna in Gemini is rewriting, retelling the story of our collective past in a way that heals the inner child, the 5th house, and inspires rather than conspires against the innocent child within us all. And Jupiter, now in Gemini, is magnifying our need to communicate and express ourselves, and to also communicate these new beliefs, a Jupiterian theme. We are forming a new belief system, a new religion that is founded upon our innocence, our lighthearted joy and inspiration, one word at a time, one conversation at a time, one transformed belief at a time. Jupiter also forms a quincunx to the Capricorn ascendant, so it is seeking to expand our view of the world, the lens through which we see other people, and how we dawn upon other people as well. We are allowing ourselves to simultaneously be the inquisitive student, Gemini, while we enjoy the mastery and wisdom we've already accumulated along our journey, and to not be afraid to speak from that voice of authority. Now let's talk about Mars, which forms a harmonious trine to the ascendant and sextile to the descendant, 7th house cusp, Mercury, and Venus. Mars in Taurus seeks to build something stable and long-lasting in the realm of home, hearth, and private sanctuary, and these supportive aspects help motivate us to establish cooperation between the self, our identity and self-image, and other people with whom we seek harmonious relationships. As the ruler of the Aries North Node intercepted in this chart, it really signifies how this cooperative stance between self and partners is new territory, uncharted territory, because our past has been inundated with trauma bonding, arguments, combative energy, power struggles, battle of the wills. Harmonious relationships, respect, reverence, and dignity is the new Earth baseline. So the next thing I want to look at is Saturn, which is the ruler of this chart with Capricorn rising. And it is still in Pisces at 19 degrees, about to station retrograde on June 29th. Again, this is an opportunity to review, reassess any and all tendencies to restrict our growth and evolution by clinging to a past that no longer holds true for who we are. Saturn rules over Capricorn and the 10th house of our destiny, purpose, home in the world. Will it be a new Earth expression or an old one? We have to make peace with a former self so we can truly be free to embrace our new self and our new world, bossing up in the areas that most inspire us, and remain committed to building a new foundation that will allow us to thrive rather than merely survive. The low vibe of Saturn is an austere and restricted energy. With Saturn in Pisces, we are needing to really wash away that old past and allow a new future to be born from our imagination and Saturnian sovereignty, mastery over our own spirit and soul. In this chart, Saturn is unaspected, which means it makes no major connections to any other planets in this chart. So this further illustrates the need for us to find our own resources in the process of creation and to dawn a new attitude, that is developing within us. Finally, we have Uranus still conjunct Sedna, making a trine to Pluto, with Uranus as the ruler of the new Aquarian age, in harmony with Pluto in its sign, Aquarius. This is major world-changing energy. Add to this fact that Uranus's conjunction to Sedna is earth-changing on a galactic scale. Pluto is transforming our governments, our world leaders, while Sedna is the water essence, giving birth to the new earth body. Sedna is also washing away, cleansing and clearing all former and faulty notions about who we are as humans on this earth in relationship to the cosmos, to the divine source, and ultimately to each other, to all living beings. We are living in the most miraculous transition this earth has ever seen, and we as citizens have ever had the privilege to witness, to take part in. It is profound, pivotal, and unprecedented. The far-reaching effects of these changes, in large part, remains a mystery, but that doesn't mean we are powerless. It means the opposite. We have more power than we realize to mold our future by staying aligned with the highest vibration of love, light, and life, allowing every single second of our life to contribute to the highest outcome for ourselves and this planet. I absolutely believe in the Hermetic axiom, as above, so below, as within, so without. This is the miracle of life and creation that when used properly, which is consciously for the highest good, it will manifest our divine inheritance on this planet. And because of this, I do agree with JFK's quote, "Where we go one, we go all." As always, thank you for tuning in. Please stay tuned for the oracles and frequencies that support harmonious integration of this lunar cycle. And I look forward to being with you next time. Bye for now. The first oracle message from the Mayan oracle is the dreamer and dreamed. Qualities: destiny, personal dream, synchronicity, mosaic of meaning, the larger dream. Your personal dream is unfolding. You are the dreamer revealing the dream. Be present, be aware. Remember that you are the ancient sage who carries the wisdom of lifetimes into this moment, and that this dream offers you the opportunity to merge all that you have been and may become. Time and space are folding. Stop and feel the interweaving of threads in the new dream. Be aware of potent dreams, chance meetings, catalytic books, and unusual encounters. As you recognize these threads from the larger dream, an exciting tapestry of meaning and purpose emerges. The dreamer is awakening. Destiny is dawning. See how your past has brought you into the present and how the present catapults you into the future. Watch for strong feelings and intuitive knowings, patterns, images, colors, sounds, and sensations. Bring the mythic expression of yourself into the dream of your daily life. Free yourself from the way you normally view the world. You are the dreamer and the dreamed. In the collective dream field, all things are possible and are constantly being created. By choosing to become a conscious dreamer, you are helping to create the new reality of the larger dream, the greater reality unfolding. The next message is the number 10, manifestation. Passkey to true identity in this and all worlds, unlock the gates to the great mystery manifesting through you. Qualities are intention, motivation, true identity, foundation of essence self, aligned manifestation. 10 is the ray of manifestation, the foundation of individual self manifesting its true identity, the foundation of essence self. A potent manifestation awaits you. Two worlds combine. The key to manifestation in all realms is through clear intention and the embodiment of your divine essence. What does your heart desire to manifest? Begin by aligning with your essence. Essence aligned with intention creates an etheric thought form, an energy matrix image. As long as it is unrestricted by limiting beliefs, the energy pattern emerges and evolves. As it evolves, it aligns with a larger pattern until finally it is released into manifestation. In receiving 10, you are being asked to look carefully at your own foundations. What structures and belief systems is your reality built upon? What foundations motivate your choices? You are now creating a new foundation, walking into all that you are, your essence self. As the foundation of your essence self emerges, others will recognize your true identity. When you are in resonance with the universe, manifestation is a natural byproduct. The third message is realm shift. Qualities are quantum leap, expanded reality, web of possibility, assemblage points, the unknown. Loosen your moorings, journeyer. Make room for miracles and expanded realities. In receiving this lens, you are being asked to take a quantum leap beyond the confines of your known reality. You in this reality are entering a total shift of realms. Because of humanity's mass agreement about how reality is, you may have constructed your reality based on fixed beliefs in such things as restriction, denial, limitation, and judgment. However, when humanity reaches the critical threshold of change in its belief system, reality shifts to reflect that change. Set aside how your reality appears. See the universe as an inseparable whole, one hologram made up of a vast web of interwoven possibilities. You can affect and draw from that energetic field now. You can create the reality you choose. A shift of realms is taking place. At this nexus of time and space, powerful galactic energies are meeting your expanding perception of what is possible. Anything you have defined in a limited way is being transformed. Perhaps you have seen this expanded version of reality in moments of extreme crisis, strong emotions, drug experiences, deep meditation, severe illness, or a near-death experience. After such moments, all things look different, and the potential of all possibilities emerges. That is because the assemblage points of your reality have been shaken loose. Receiving this lens asks you to consciously loosen your assemblage points and allow them to remain loose. Take a quantum leap into the fluidity of unfixed beliefs and expanded realities. By flexibly choosing to move into the unknown, a complete and marvelous reordering of your world awaits you. The fourth and final message is conj. The qualities are seed, seeding manifestation, self-germination, fertile ground, creation and gestation, patterning of the light, opening, and possibility erupting. Conj is the ordered pattern of growth. You and your life are the fertile soil, and the mystery blooms within you through the power of your intention or seed thoughts. Just as a seed contains the hologram of its completion, the process of manifestation follows a natural order. In this gestation process, your intention is quickened by spirit. The charged seed, your true desire or vision, becomes the focus for germination. What can you open that will support receptivity and assist the germination of your seed intentions? Envision the seed receiving the invitation to grow in the openness of your world. Viscerally feel the possibility of your heart's dream emerging. Your true desires and dreams contain an innate intelligence that can break through even the rigidity of fixed expectations. Planting a new seed, even in the hard soil of old belief systems, can bring unexpected magic and growth. Be willing to break open the constraining shells of past patterns, the shackles of belief structures. Call forth your creative involvement with life. This involvement frees and awakens the powerful energy of the life force, shifting your perceptions and experience, catalyzing the manifestation of your dreams. Participate spontaneously in your growth, unrestricted by the illusion of old structures that once provided safety. Move forward into the light of new possibilities. Offer your dream seed to the universe. In the ordered patterning of the light, align with your heart's greater purpose. In gratitude, surrender and release the seed to the benefit of your growth and its own pattern of perfection.